So I didn't just go big product. Like everything was made from scratch.
Hey, and welcome to a special episode of Course Correction on Between Us Girls. Last night, I was invited to the Brownies Couture by Asia launch party. It was an epic experience. That's all I'm going to say. So I had a great interview with
Asia
and
Rocky Boston.
The Rocky
I'm
Boston.
Shy.
I am DJ Gloss.
I'm Rochelle Gemini.
Shawan, AJ. Ebony.
check it out.
Okay, so I heard y'all talking about it. So tell us exactly how you decided how to package it, etc.
Yes. So truthfully, I never really liked nudes. I like makeup, but I like more of a neutral vibe. And I mean, like, I've been modeling a lot. I do like a lot of shows. I model like tons of costumes, and all those things are really bright. But I'm always the girl that's there that's like, don't
Make me too extra. Calm down.
like, I'm trying to be nice at the same time. No, I don't want. So it was frustrating to see everyone else in like pretty nudes, but then when they put nude on me, it's like I got like this ring around my lip, like it's
Cake
like creating this like
Yeah.
shadow, and it's like this ain't it. This is not what I want it to look like. So I finally, after the show, I have a couple different friends who are in the beauty industry and they have lines already, and I was like, dang, I really want to make like my own nude. Like, what if I called it Brownies Couture? Like, all the makeup lines don't really highlight brown
Yep.
tones,
Right.
or even any specific type of pigment tones.
Right.
Everything is just like very pale, or it's just very ashy, or if it's warm,
Bland.
it's very, very, very warm.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not like a gradual increase for everyone where you don't have to mix. So I was like, all right, cool. My manufacturer, her name is Lucy. I love Lucy. Lucy's
Shout out to
poppin'.
Lucy.
Shout out to Lucy.
I love Lucy. Look at
So I went to Lucy and I was like, yo, I want to make nude shades for all different shades of brown or colored women in general. So not just black girls. Lucy's Asian. So like Lucy for you.
I kind of
Lucy
get
for
that.
you.
Yeah.
Lucy
For the Indian girls, not just like Afro-American or Afro in general. So I'm like, girl, for everybody.
Lucy
She's
for
like, all right,
everybody.
cool, let's do it. So I bought her some of my favorite lip glosses so she could just understand the looks, the types of things that I like. Like, my lip glosses are, outside of mine, are very expensive, like $38, $48. And I'm like, all right, cool. I want to create a gloss or a lip
High
stain
quality.
that's
Yes.
high quality, that still could be affordable, like
Yeah.
$20. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we did that, and as we was testing them out, I'm like, oh shoot, like this is coming to life, and it looks really, really good. And what really shocked me was I did my first swatches when I was like doing a promo video, and I had a really beautiful, very, 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 very dark girl, and I had a very beautiful Hispanic girl who was more pale. And like when I put them next to each other and I saw the different shades on the darker skin tone from the lighter skin tone, I was like, oh shit, excuse my French, this really could work on anybody. When I saw it, and I'm like, yo, like on the darker skin, you could see the purples and the pinks in like the honey glazed sprinkles, because that one is one of my favorites too. And then on the Hispanic girl, you see like more like sheer, like light pink, light gold, like softer touch. And I was just like, oh nah, I'm on to something. Like, this is it.
Yep.
It's fire. Like, wait till I come out with some more.
And it's
So
on.
yeah, it's lit.
Like,
So-
I'll say personally for me, I think that Caramel Drizzle, I really like it because what I told you earlier about it not being a flat nude, it has its own melanin or its
Yeah.
own
Yeah.
hue. You know what I'm
So it's
saying?
different for everyone else.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna compliment you to your shade. So like that's one of the main things that I stress to Lucy. Like, no, it needs to. You know that movie Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants? My
Yes.
lip
That lip gloss.
the traveling lips, traveling lips.
lip gloss.
Right.
I love it.
So
Gloss that looks different on everybody when you go out. Like, girl, let me get some, and we don't look the same.
Oh, yeah.
So where can we pick it up?
It's www.browniescouture.shop. So it's www.browniescouture.shop. So make sure you guys check it out. It's lit. Lit. Get the right shade for you. Brownies Couture on 3. You feel me? 1, 2, 3. Brownies Couture. Okay.
Everybody's shades is different on them, and it's just like your lip gloss is the perfume for lip gloss, because everybody's perfume, it's like your pheromones come through the lip gloss, and it's like you can wear, like me and her, we don't share. I take all of her stuff. I take all of her stuff, but literally she can wear one shade and I'll wear another shade, and it's like a lot of times it's like, oh, I don't really want her wearing the same shade as me, but you know what I mean. with these, it's like when you put perfume on someone, it smells different on everyone. So that's how the lip gloss is. It looks different on literally everyone. Even the clear lip gloss, it's like, wow, how does that look like? Which one is that one? It's the same one. And that's a really good thing, especially for women. As individual as
girls are catty sometimes.
well, and we always want to be individuals.
Not even on purpose. It's not like an on purpose thing. It's like a damn bitch. I can't shine. And it's like, I want you to shine too, but can I shine too? And like this gloss is so appropriate. It's so appropriate. I mean, like growing up, just having different types of friends. It wasn't really till I got to college that I like met women that were comfortable. Like, we could wear the same thing, bitch. We don't look alike.
We're not the same person.
We're not the same. I'm gonna wear the skirt too. We gonna look different shirt. Like,
when
do
I
your
saw
thing.
girls
And one, you know.
mad about that, I was just like, this is
So
why
weird.
we're not friends.
Yeah.
That's why we don't get along, bro.
Yeah, no,
because I
exactly.
didn't intentionally try to just outdo you.
Yeah. It's like I was just trying to do me.
I was just doing. You look cute.
I asked the ladies how they felt when they're presented with competition energy from other women, and they had some really great responses.
I feel when other women are like that, it's themselves.
Yep.
It is not you. It is not personal. And we need to be higher, have a bird's eye view, and understand, like, you know what? It's an issue within themselves. It is not personal. I'm not going to take offense to it, even though the human in me wants to
smack
take.
your ass.
Exactly. But
It's the ego. You don't even call it the human. Call that nigga what it is.
it is
Because
the
I
ego.
was ready to show out with that nigga.
real.
I tried. I did everything I could for you. Not only that, niggas, 5 niggas done told me about you. I put 3 up. But 5 niggas done told me about you. But I still am cool with you because I really like care about you and I feel like you young. And I feel like you might need help. But at the same time, if my niggas come tell me about you, I gotta let you go, my nigga. And I really care. And I want you to have abundance over there.
I just feel like, you know, as we grow up, we make these agreements with ourselves about how we're going to view things, how we view ourselves, how other people view us, and we come up with these crazy stories. But regardless of all of that, like, you have to have a strong relationship with yourself. You have to see yourself and understand all your powers, all your magic. You have to understand it. You have to know how to work with it. You have to know how to use it. And when you figure out how to use it for forever. Manifest something that's forever. That's for your family. That's for your life. That's for whatever's coming to you. Like all your dreams, all your thoughts are for a reason. And I think when you find solace in that, and you find comfortability, and you don't have to have competition with another girl. You don't have to see another girl. You see her as an attribute, because at that point she's a somebody with her own magic and her own power that can add to what's going on and the ultimate good, the greater good, and the higher self.
Amen.
So once we get to that point, then we all can just chill and have brunch and be cute and get this brownie couture.
For real, it's really, really true. I always try to come from a spiritual place when dealing with situations like that, and understanding that it's just a lack of knowledge and a lack of self-worth. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if the other person is coming from a place of lack of self, I can't expect them to give me respect. They don't respect themselves. So it's hard. So, I mean, I'm human. All humans naturally have egos. It's something that we're conditioned to have. So, like, you kind of have to reteach yourself to lose your ego or
Reprogram.
kind of reprogram or let it go. So that's a process. I'm handling my own process, and then I now too have to handle yours because you don't know what's going on, or you have a lack of self. You don't. Yeah, you absolutely don't. But who am I to not be sympathetic or compassionate that you are going through that? So bare minimum, I at least could try or not waste my energy, because I wouldn't say that it's a waste.
But when they're around,
but informed.
you understand.
Understand.
We all have a
Exactly.
purpose and a
Forgiveness.
job.
Yes.
Because sometimes they might do some random shit
And
around you,
just
and you be like,
whoa.
I'm gonna forgive you for myself.
Right.
Not because you deserve it, my love,
Yeah.
but for myself.
me.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Rocky had a great question for the ladies in the music industry.
You know, when it comes to competition, I say look down the bread aisle. You know, it's so many versions of bread, and if people were to be like, oh my gosh, competition, we would have one type of bread, and the gluten, the vegans, the people who like all the fat, everybody would be stuck to one thing, and they wouldn't have a variety. It's the same with church. Every church is not the same. Every minister is not the same. You don't hear the same thing. You might hear one thing, but you might hear it differently. Something speaks to your soul when you go to the right area, the right church, the right group of people. And so I have a question actually for you two, being in the music industry. I know for women, just
she's in the music too.
Well, it's a different genre actually, because you know, she's a DJ, so you have a different type of responsibility than artists do, because you guys are over here. You kind of control things differently than the artists do. Naturally, a female DJ, y'all are already like, oh, a unicorn. You know what I mean? But female artists, y'all get lost in the sauce, because female artists, they pitch y'all against each other naturally.
Well, female artists don't put us against each other. Men put us
No, they don't put y'all. Y'all don't put. That's what I'm saying. Like, men put y'all together, because that's just what it is. So my question to each of you is, as female artists in the music industry, you know, not to make this about music, but we're talking about competition. In the music industry, how do you feel, like, how do you perceive another woman that's doing the same thing as you're doing, and if they were to present it to you as this is your competition, how do you perceive that? Like, how do you deal with that?
Well, I think that goes to our earlier conversation, though. It's like about really being secure and like what your strengths and your weaknesses are. Like, I'm more of an introvert, so I chill and I like kind of just observe a lot. But like for me, I'm not somebody who maybe when we go out and network is just like all up in everybody's face, that type of thing. I just kind of chill, lay back and do that. But I might be seen as somebody who, you know, people don't necessarily, or they might think is stuck up, or they don't want to, you know, book me for stuff, or they don't want to talk to me as an artist because I'm more quiet. And then you have somebody who might be more outgoing and might be just as talented, but it's just like, well, she's more outgoing, let me go, you know, book her.
So you feel like they go to more people who are more outgoing?
More, it can be. It's like a toss-up. But I feel like because I might be more laid back and I'm not as open up front, that they might go towards somebody who's a little bit more.
Is that at an interview or at like a networking situation?
In an event.
Just in general?
Just in general. Well, networking wise.
Those people that, you know, they see the reclusives, like, what would you want for them to know about those people? Like, why is it that you guys maybe hold back or are not the ones to normally go out and be the most outgoing? Like, what is it that you want those people to know about y'all?
It's just a personality type thing. Like, I'm not a shy person necessarily. Like, I like real deep conversations. Like, if I get to know you, like, we cool. Like, me and her are polar opposites. We're the sun and the moon, but like, we're like sisters. You know what I'm saying? But like, nobody would know that unless they really got to know me. So on my end, just coming from a spiritual standpoint, I know that, you know, fear is not of God. So I'm trying to be a little bit more outgoing and
as
talk
an artist,
a little bit more.
I really feel like you have to be.
I feel like
It's not even being shy or being like not saying your name. But your name is shy. But like being like just like more reserved. If you are an artist, you gotta be your full self. Because even as me, if you meet me on normal days, I'm chill, I'm calm. But if you see me at an event where I'm supposed to be Rochelle Gemini, and that's myself,
it's on.
It's on. Somebody turn on some music, I'm about to twerk, have a good time. And somebody turn on a beat, you about to hear some most conscious shit you ever heard in your motherfucking life. But at the same time, you gonna be like, I can still jam to that hoe while she's saying that conscious shit. What the fuck? I fuck with that shit. But at the same time, I'm just like, yo, I had to go through so much persecution to stay in this positivity to a point where it was just like, this hurts so much, but I'm gonna still be myself because it makes me happy. So, you know, when once you get to that point of just like, nope, but you still like, yes, you're gonna be at every moment of your artistic self.
So you feel like you don't have the choice. You feel like you can't be.
I can't be.
You gotta be. So you gotta be that. I feel like you sign up for that.
Myself as an artist.
Yeah.
Nobody can tell me, like, I done had people tell me, Rochelle, you know we on that trap shit. And I was just like, I'm on that trap shit, I'm on that universal shit, I'm on that motherfucking me, I'm sad shit, I'm on that motherfucking everything shit. I'm a Gemini, so you're gonna feel everything about me. Everything about me at that moment.
After hearing Rochelle say that she's able to stay true to herself at all times, I wanted to know what her self-reflection process was like. So I asked if she needed to ever go inside or retreat at times. And this is what she had to say.
I go inside every day.
She said that,
Every fucking day. I literally rise. I turn on tones to like calm my whole being. I close my eyes. I either visualize what I want to do, who I am, and where I'm supposed to be, or I practice clearing my mind out. Yeah. Because as a Gemini, you got so much shit that come in, and my dad tell me all the time. He was just like, you can't control the birds flying over your head, but you can control them building a nest on top of your head. So make sure they ain't building no nest, but it might fly around. Tell them, keep it going. Yeah. Keep it going. There you go.
Boom. So personally, for me, I honestly I think that I really, really practice to be in a place where I try not to take things personal, because naturally I take things personal. And I'm just like, it's a natural thing for me. It's like, well, I'm very logical. I'm a very, very, very logical person. So everything comes from a place of logic. So it's not that I'm assuming that the person wants to hurt me intentionally. I'm more so assuming, why would you think that this is okay to do to me? Because I wouldn't do this to you. So that's usually where it comes from, which is why I don't really correlate when people put me against someone else or people in general as it being competition. I really just take it as disrespect, and I really take it as someone just trying to divide and conquer. Like it's really just like a state of mind and like a war tactic where you're taking two people that potentially could be friends and pointing out the differences or the similarities. Yeah. So you're playing on people's insecurity.
You said you take like someone like doing something that you don't like, comparison, blah, blah, blah. You take it as disrespect.
Yes.
I think that's a way better approach than what we're naturally prone to, which is being emotional about things. Instead of being offended, you take it as disrespect, because when you feel like someone's disrespecting you, your emotions are a little different than when you take offense to things. When you take offense, you're all hurt and sad, and you do stupid stuff. Yeah. But when you're disrespected, you're like, hold up.
That's when I get murderous, though.
It is.
I'm one of those people that when I feel disrespected, I'm so like protective of my vibe. Yeah. It's like, oh no.
But you gotta be though.
You can't even be in my space. Like I don't do disrespect. I work too hard to get right here. When I'm tripping and I'm looking at myself in the mirror like, oh bitch, you're bugging today.
But you can check yourself though.
It's a challenge for me, because I go, oh, that's what you think? Okay, wait right here. Wait right here. Like how the memes say on Facebook when they be like somebody said you can't have all the seasons in one day. Houston, Texas say, wait right here. Wait right here. Hold my beer. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. Oh, that's how you feel? Okay.
You really do. You really do. You gotta use it as ammo.
Yeah, that's what I like about it. Taking it as disrespect instead of offense.
I'm not the girl that comes in the room and is like, oh, you remind me of somebody. Not because you might remind me of somebody, but I just don't want to offend you. You might not like this somebody.
That's really rude.
This somebody vibe might not be right. This might not. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I feel like I might say, or we might say, I feel like I know you because it's the energy,
the spirit.
Yeah,
I know you. It's true.
It's like
that's true. But you know what? You have to be understanding, because everyone can't communicate that way. So like everyone doesn't have the words, the tools, the understanding to communicate and say, you know what? It's not even that you look like somebody. I just feel like I know you. Like I feel like I know your vibe. Maybe I know it from the past life. Maybe like we crossed paths before. Maybe we did business. Anything. You know what I'm saying?
Because that could really mess up your whole vibe with somebody.
With a person. Really fast.
Yeah, it's just like I was at a photo shoot. And I made this dress, and this guy, this photographer, I thought he was real cool. I didn't really know him, but he was like,
that's how you know it's good vibes.
I've seen that.
I know. Right? I just want to stay away from them people.
And I was just thinking, like, you seen this dress? I just made this dress. And then he was like, oh, I saw this dress. He's like, yeah, this. Who made this dress? He didn't even acknowledge me. And he was like, who made this dress? I saw this designer, they made this dress. It was in a magazine. I was thinking, well, I just made this dress and I didn't copy anyone. This couldn't have been in a magazine. He's like, yeah, that looked like somebody's dress I know. And in my head, I thought, bruh, you couldn't have said, I like that dress. It's super cute. Just leave it at that and thought to yourself, oh, it's other dress somewhere else.
Nice dress.
Like, because ever since that moment, I had to like humble myself, because I was really looking at him like, how you gonna tell me? Because it's a big deal as a designer. You don't want to be compared to nobody. As a person, you don't want to be compared to nobody.
As a creative, you don't want to be compared to nobody.
Yes, you don't want to be compared, like, especially with someone who does your same craft. Is like, well, why would I want to sound or look or do the same thing as this other person? That's not a compliment to an original creator. Does not want to be compared to someone else. So there's easy ways to say things. I just think people don't think, and they don't think, well, would I want someone to say that I look like this person or I sound like this person?
Let me just say this. I think that success is the ability to remove what isn't necessary and to add what is at the right time. And I think right now is the right time. This is a good, intimate, comfortable place where someone can share their creativity and come up with something, make up something to add to our beauty, add to our lives. And I just think it's just an optimal situation that all these creative people with different outlooks, walks, and perspectives can come together and just share what they have to say. And it's really dope that we're at a place now in 2019 that we can all sit together and love each other and appreciate each other and be kind and just see we all literally
Celebrate each other.
celebrate our findings and finding ourselves and loving ourselves and becoming comfortable with ourselves and what we have inside, because it's valuable, it's needed, and it's wanted, and it's desired. And this is
segregated
yeah,
for so fucking long.
yes, and at this point I just feel like this is the type of intimate settings that we need to keep having on a regular basis amongst friends and family, so that this will grow, because it's important to us. And this is how we're going to move forward, and this is how we're going to last, and this is forever. You got to be constructive with those thought as negative vibes. Get constructive with the way those vibes come in. Everything is to serve us. If it's not serving you, it's not working for you. So if you feel a vibe that's normally seen as of low vibrational or not working for you, take that feeling and get constructive. You know, have you ever been in an argument and in the middle of that argument you immediately go to your diary and start writing? No, we never do that shit. But imagine what if you did.
Says, Dear Diary.
You know, what if you did? What would come out? What would you say? Pure, authentic anger.
Kiko, Kiko, dropped so much knowledge just then. And in her talking, she kind of ignited the Gemini energy. So Ebony stepped in to explain what that means. What is Gemini energy and what does it mean to be the twins?
You have to be able to understand us. Like, we are truly the two people, and you will get both people from us, and you have to be understanding in that. Like, we will give you whatever you need to be comfortable. Whichever twin you need, like,
we will give
you
it
gotta
to
be
you.
able to. You gotta be able to receive it.
You gotta think about our day too. Because if you think about our day, and if some shit was going crazy, and we just want to be silent,
That's it.
Let us be.
Because you look at me,
It ain't about you.
like, what's wrong?
It ain't you.
I asked Asia a really great question that sort of led to the end of the conversation, but it sort of capped everything, and it kind of had the ladies in a really great motivational space. So to find out how we ended the episode, keep listening.
So what is the most important thing you've ever learned or taught yourself?
Wow. The most important thing I've ever learned in this life or taught myself is love, girl.
Yes.
Love, love, love. Everything is love for me. Like, everything. If I'm ever in a place of I'm upset and I can't find that I still love you, you gotta go. Because it don't work. It's not worth it. I think I've worked so hard to just like get into a place where I love myself and comparisons don't matter. Because, I mean, I'm a girl. Grown up, I'm a cute little girl. My parents are very, very strict. I love my parents to death. They did an amazing job. But they were very strict growing up. I definitely grew up in like a village setting, so everyone had input, different types of, input or more influences. I don't want to be like you. I like that you do this, but I still don't want to be like you. I like this, I like that. So I had a lot of things to choose from. So growing up in situations like that, you're confused because you don't really know where, not really where you don't fit in. I always knew who I was in a sense of self, but validation, I guess. I don't think I needed validation because at a young age, if anybody was like, oh my God, you're so cute, my dad was like, stop telling her that. Don't tell her she's cute. Don't tell her that. Like, I was like, damn, nigga, you a hater, bro. Okay. Like, you a hater, Pops. To this day, like, if
He didn't want you to get stuck on that.
to this day, like, people come in the room and they start to, like, praise me, and he's like, she all right. I'm like, yo, my Pops is my biggest fan and my number one hater. Like, that's the nigga that keep me, like, be quiet.
But when you was little, he probably was just like, you're so pretty.
No. As a little girl.
Always.
Oh my God, she's so cute. Stop telling her that. Don't tell her that. Don't tell her that at all. It was more about like she's so smart, or if you cursed around her, or like he wanted me to have a sense of respect. So like respect is very, very big. So I think I had a very strong foundation on respect. And I think as growing up, I was infatuated with love in high school and college, and just like, you know, my parents been together since they was 16. So like I always wanted to be with someone for that long. Like what? I'm gonna find my husband in high school too.
Right?
Like why not? Y'all did it. I'm gonna do it.
My dad fucked up by showing me he was that great.
Right. No, for real. But then you kind of grow up and then you see, whoa, relationships take a lot of hard work. Like they made a choice to stay together. It wasn't this easy. And then you kind of just like, I turned around that looking for love in another person or looking for a companion, like how my parents have each other as companions. And I campaigned or whatever the fuck the word is myself. And because I'm so strong and so strong-willed with that, like I don't play that with guys at all. Like any little thing, like if I feel disrespected, it's like, nah, nigga, like anything you ain't gonna do is disrespect me. It's a lot of things that we could go through. I know how to hold on to something. I know how to stand for something. I know how to fight. I know how to work in a relationship, and I also know how to let that shit go because I know how to love me. So loving myself is the most important thing. I wish they had a class or a freaking subject in kindergarten every year until you freaking became an adult on how to love yourself. Because if we loved ourselves, competition wouldn't exist. There would be no man trying to put, nigga, you don't love yourself, your mom probably, you confused as a human. So you over here trying to pinpoint two women that could come together and like conquer and help you, because I honestly feel like women,
but they know that
we're more spiritual, you know what I'm saying? So like if a woman is on her A game and she's spiritually intact and that's your woman, you can rule the world. It's nothing that you can't do, you feel me? And like a man, his ground is physical. And like if a man's head is on straight and he has a good partner, it's nothing that he can't do. So like if you're secure and you love yourself and you can stand on your own too for yourself, and me, I'm a human, I'm a person, I can stand on myself and love myself with or without you, and we can come together, it's unstoppable. So it's like no human, no man, no woman, no nothing in this world that can't make me love me. Like it's like, oh nigga, you tripping, like you got to go. This ain't it, nigga, you bugging. Like I worked real hard. And it's because I really worked to get to a point of like reconditioning, relearning. Like, wait a minute, when did I make this agreement? What the fuck was I thinking? I was bugging the fuck out. Wait, what? My parents was doing this. They tripping. I'm never doing no shit like this. Why did I date this nigga? Like, what? This don't even make sense. Like, how did you know what I'm saying? And it's just you growing up in the hood, the things that you see around, the things that you're used to. And you just naturally form conditions just based off of insecurities and other people's opinions and what you think is right. And as you experience life and you kind of tend to go on, you have a choice. You could stay in the same position, or you could relearn, regroup, and like resurface and just grow, you know, blossom or bloom as a goddess or a new woman or whatever you want to agree that you are to self. I see goddess.
She makes
100%.
it sound easy, but
it's really hard.
It's really hard.
Really.
You take the courage, the discipline, and the time to break old habits and old ways of thinking.
I think one of the best things I know for myself was literally asking, says who? Like, I'm a person where I do a lot of crafty things. I create a lot of things. I really step into a lot of realms where quote unquote females don't belong. Not only do not females belong, but plus size females don't belong. But says who? Like, if I post one of my baskets for sale and I say that it costs this much and someone says it's not worth that, says who?
First of all, delete that bitch.
That's my
Erase that hoe.
What are you doing on my post?
You know what's so crazy? That's one of my slogans. So like, who says you can't be brown in couture?
Exactly.
That's right.
Who says?
Come on.
Yeah, so
Same thing, exactly. Who says who?
says who?
Right.
I like that.
Bottom line, it's like literally, because like in my lifetime, I've done construction work. On a construction site where I was the only black female, one of maybe 6 females total, and the only black female, and you know the only person who doesn't speak Spanish. Or where I work right now, I work at a female strip club. Where the management team, everybody who's female there is majority naked all night, whether they're a dancer, a bartender, or a waitress. I'm none of the above. Then people say, oh, you must be the house mom. Nope, not that either. I'm literally on the management team. You need shit done, I can get it done. You know what I'm saying? But also, I'm still out and about, I'm moving around, and people will be surprised that I'm fully clothed, I'm doing my management thing, and people be trying to figure out, well, how can I get your number? Or you didn't know? Do I look like I'm dancing? No. But people really don't, they have a hard time understanding, well, what is your title? To be honest, they don't have a title for me. Because my job, it was not a job until I got here. You understand what I'm saying? So
I told them they needed this help.
That's what I'm saying. It's literally like they hired me for what they thought they needed. And when I got there, they realized they needed me for something totally different. You know what I mean? So says who?
Says who?
Says who?
Okay, so that was today's episode. I hope that you guys all subscribe to this channel so that you can always be in the know and keep up with course correction and Between Us Girls. And you can always find us at www.betweenusgirlspodcast.com. Bye.